Hello and welcome to a very different kind of video from me. I don't know what I'm going to call this yet. Maybe something like the Lo-Fi Chronicles. I don't know. See, I feel a kind of weird, almost compulsive need to title and brand everything that I do, and so I'm kind of thinking my gears are spinning now about making this a regular series, coming up with a name for it, which is probably the downfall of anything that I do. But yeah, this is a return to the old days of just grabbing a camera and just filming and not worrying about the lights, not worrying about the microphone, and just freewheeling it. Because I'd like to get a bit more, let's see, how can I phrase it? I'd like to get more of a community feeling going. I'd like to get more of an interaction going with the people who watch my videos. And so I want to do like a weekly kind of behind the scenes, which sounds terribly wanky, but you know, to basically talk about what I'm doing, what you can expect on the channel, you know, in the near future, what I'm working on, the projects I'm doing, what films I've watched, you know, stuff like that, and you know, what games I'm playing, you know, this is just what I'm doing, you know, in regards to media, and that, you know, the stuff we're all interested in, movies, Blu-rays, collecting, that kind of thing, and not feeling any restrictions or feeling like I need to make this a really good video and, you know, make it look really nice, sound really nice, all that kind of stuff, and just yeah, just freewheel it a little bit. So today is the 21st of July 2023, and I'm currently finishing up a round of sorting out my office slash movie room. Very lucky to have a whole room to myself, but I need it for work, and I need I need a whole room for my collection, which is far outgrowing my shelf space. So there's a lot of stuff I need to sell, things that are non-essential, things I've held on to for far too long that just don't really need to be in my collection. So I'm going to have to go through everything with a fine-tooth comb and add to the already large number of stacks in the corner that I'm already deciding to sell. And you know, don't believe me, that there's a lot that's staying. Like, it's not like I'm seeing the error of my ways and selling the whole thing, but there'll still be like a couple of thousand things here by the end of it. But this room has just been getting dusty and dirty. Well, not dirty, but just, you know, just dusty and not well kept and very crowded. There's lots of stuff. I had boxes full of my grandpa's old movie collection, so that's been bothering my hay fever with the dust allergies, but also taking up space. So I've gone through that and put them in nice, clean, fresh banana boxes. And but there's the problem I have is that there's always about 15 things I need to be doing or want to be doing, and I don't always have the time to do that. When I do have the time to do that, I've now got to pick between about 10 or 12 things I really need to get on. And then you just kind of end up umming and ahhing, and then you don't quite get to what you want to get to, and that's kind of frustrating. That's the life of me, anyway. So I'm wondering if, because again, I say I want to keep this very lo-fi and not worry about how it looks, but I look very pale. Can we check out the white balance here? Okay, I think I look a little bit healthier there. Not that I look healthy in general, but you know, the white balance looks a little bit better. Anyway, so I've been doing a lot of moving around. I have this big unit in the corner. I guess I'll just start showing you stuff. I'll show you the collection, and then maybe at some point we'll have a completed, neat-looking collection to compare it to. So. Here we have the three main units, which are completely full. That's my grandfather's video collection. Stacks on the floor to do updates on. All stuff piled in the corner there. These are just things that I've been trying to get off the floor. This is like the Criterion units and other stuff, BFI box sets and other things. There's stuff stacked on the floor, random bags worth of stuff that I don't know where else to put at the moment. This is another corner of doom with all sorts of old stuff in there. Some posters, my microphones, random shit. This looked like a bomb site, so I'm really happy I got this part cleared. I'm going to get my other laptop over there after it's finished transferring a bunch of old stuff, which I'm trying to kind of use for future projects. This is another unit. These are all double backed, so there's just hundreds. This is another place to state, and all on the back there are to be sold. And then this is the other unit, which was so dusty I had to get Connie to sort the dust out because it would have actually killed me. So this was basically not being used, and I've housed some of my oversized sets, bookended them with the Stormtroopers. I'm still not happy with the arrangement, or I mean, there isn't really a theme, and that's the thing. That's an issue with a collection this big. It's really hard to theme the collection really, without breaking your own rules. So these two were just used for general me chucking whatever I wanted there because it's right next to my desk. But yeah, it's just you can put 3 layers of Blu-rays there, so I'm going to try and fill those up. Got some of my movie books and things. I've put some IKEA boxes there to kind of store away some of the stuff a bit more tidily, I suppose. I've also been going through my watching or listening to Red Cow Entertainment stuff, or Red Cow Arcade, I should say. I'm trying to currently sort through everything on my SD cards. So I've got these cases for them. I'm trying to now number them and write a list on my laptop of what's on everything to make it a bit easier to manage stuff. Currently doing 24-hour movie marathon 12 with Connie, but we won't talk about that. And then we have a massive stack of look at this. I mean, this is where I put stuff that I need, like day to day. How pathetic is that? It's almost hoarder levels, but I'm saving all these boxes for when I sell stuff. So it's just a leaning tower of cardboard mess. But yeah, I want to rearrange some of this stuff, and yeah, I don't know. It's just one of those things. It's, you know, I have the space in here. It's just about managing the space well, I think, and you know, I spent a lot of time making progress on all this. If you'd seen the room beforehand, holy moly. But I just feel bad now that I wasn't editing something. So it's like I've got a review on Revenge to edit. I got a Mission Impossible ranking video to edit. I've got an Epic Film Challenge 2 video to edit that I filmed a couple of weeks ago. I've got about 5 24-hour movie marathons to edit. Just a whole other pipe dream in and of itself. And then I have updates to film. I started writing a list of all the videos I need to film or want to film, and once I got to about 26, I just stopped. So it's just constantly trying to catch up. I have a holiday in a few months, and I might try and bring a laptop with me and do some editing while I'm there, and kind of batch film some stuff and try and get some knuckle down with some work-free time to catch up somewhat. I don't know. I'm getting an eye twitch because of my hay fever, which is really bugging me. Otherwise, movie-wise, I rewatched the first half an hour of Asteroid City. It came out on demand. Rewatched the first half an hour with that with Connie, and I enjoyed it much more with the subtitles because the dialogue is so rapid. I did a review for that and talked about my issues with some of the dialogue. I rewatched Our Little Sister, which is a film by Hirokazu Koreeda. I think it's now one of my all-time favorite films, probably in my top 50 now. I think that it's just it's one of my favorite films. It's just a warm hug of a movie, and I'm going to, where did I put the I think it's down here. I'm now going to, it's about midnight now, so I'm going to wind down with a little viewing of, I won't watch the whole thing, I'll start watching it. It's the documentary Never Ending Man, Hayao Miyazaki. So this is a 2016 documentary. I think it came out in 2016. Doesn't say on the back. Or maybe it didn't. Maybe it came out a bit later. I'm not sure, but it was. I believe that the time period in which it is filmed was 2016, 2017. So this is about Miyazaki making a CGI digitally animated short film for the first time, and also the beginning stages of coming out of retirement to make a new feature film, which just came out last week in Japan, How Do You Live, which has now been given the English title of The Boy and the Heron. It's been confirmed for American distribution. We're just waiting for the UK announcement, so hopefully it'll come out this year in the UK. And what an amazing what's the term for it? Yeah, I was going to say an amazing marketing campaign, but it isn't a marketing campaign. They've shown nothing. There is no trailer for the film. There are no images for the film. It is just a poster and the title, and that's it. And it's been making some decent money in Japan until the new Mission Impossible movie just came out. So that's interesting. And I love the approach. And the producer of Studio Ghibli, Toshio Suzuki, said that he believes in this era of too much information. Not giving any information is what's going to get people to come and see the film. I really like that. And reportedly Miyazaki was a bit worried that his plan wasn't going to work and people weren't going to show up to see the film. So it's still very enigmatic. We just have a few reviews to go off of, but I'm really looking forward to it, obviously. And I want to rewatch that documentary. It's a very interesting one. It has one of the great scenes in a documentary where Miyazaki walks into this building with all these young, bushy-tailed, fresh-eyed animators, I think you could call them, so purported creative types, and they show Miyazaki what they've been working on, which is an AI digital model that is kind of animating itself in real time, and it's kind of just a writhing mass of just a blob, basically. And he looks at this and just very calmly says, "I strongly believe this is an insult to life itself." And you just feel the air get sucked out of the room. But it's interesting now, in the age of AI really starting to ramp up, to go back, 4, 5, 6, 7 years and see when animators were trying to get this thing to, to make things animate themselves, and Miyazaki was having none of it. Great moment, great little documentary, so I'm looking forward to just checking that out, relaxing, and then going to bed. Next week, coming up, well, it's already out now, both of them, Barbie and Oppenheimer. I will not be partaking in Barbenheimer because I just don't have the time. I don't know how anyone has the time to watch 2 films in one day. I feel jealous of you, I'm envious of you. It cannot be done for me these days. So Oppenheimer will be getting my words are failing me. Oppenheimer will be getting the priority. That's the word I was looking for. Preference was dancing around in my head, but priority will go to Oppenheimer. I just watched a documentary on Sky TV called To End All War, I think, and it's a newly produced documentary about Oppenheimer, which is really interesting, kind of sets me up for the movie, and getting very intrigued and drawn into this stuff. I saw a YouTube video. See, this is what I want to talk about, just stuff that I've been watching. Just shit that I've been drawn into over the past week or so. There's a video on YouTube called 9/11 As It Happened, and it's fucking incredible. It's just all the news footage, all the channels in kind of, not so much real time, but it shows you the pivotal moments of that day as they unfolded from different news stations, different anchors reacting to it, different, home video footage. And it's kind of breathtaking. And I guess with the Oppenheimer thing, the movie coming out, I'm being drawn into that morbid kind of look at the dark side of humanity, I suppose. And that video I thought was just an incredible document of, that unforgettable day. We all knew where we were when that happened, and everyone's got a story about where they were when they found out, if they were watching it as it happened, and I certainly have mine. So we'll be checking out Oppenheimer next week, and it's now Friday. This will go up on Saturday, so I'm going to try and make this like a Saturday thing, or a Friday night thing maybe. So Friday night, Saturday, at the end of every week, we'll call it lo-fi weekly chat, where I just jump on with the camera and unshaven, just not looking good, not even in frame, right, and let you know what I'm up to. So videos coming up this week. There'll be my Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning Part 1 review. There will be a review of the Blu-ray review of Revenge, the Masters of Cinema Blu-ray. What else? I think there might be another video coming as well. I'm not sure. I'm sitting on a few things at the moment, and I'm not sure when to release them or when to move forward with them. Maybe a Blu-ray update. So it's been weird. It's been kind of a weirdly productive period for me with my channel. There was certainly many times in recent years where there'd been months without videos, but I'm feeling productive, but really squeezing every last drop of my time out, and that is kind of affecting me. I wonder if that's why the eye twitch is developing, is not as much sleep, I suppose. But yeah, anyway, so that is it. I guess this week was also notable for the release of the Bruce Lee box set, and I put up a video about that, an extensive one, talking about my thoughts on it, and an unboxing as well. And everyone's getting their damage sets in. Yeah, an Arrow video, you know, once again showing the limitations of their brand and their stock with the Blu-ray collecting world, who certainly aren't appreciative of how carelessly they've been shipping their very pricey box sets. Anyway, I will leave it there. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Let me know down below what you've been watching this week, what Blu-rays you've been buying, what media you've been consuming. Let's get into some conversation. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. Maybe you didn't. I don't know. Maybe this is a failed experiment, but we'll see. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.